In this video help, this is going to be fairly short. Basically, what we're going to do is address the app map and app navigation. If you click on this, the video you're viewing would be accessed by clicking on app navigation video, help. And the other videos that you see here would be on each screen under the app map for the customers info, which is the current screen we're in, property listing, and the property inspection. Now, these are divided by the customer information and related client contacts, which is this area down here. Also the UDFs, which is on the next tab. And then the next tabs that you see up on the top of the screen would be the customer activity track, list, and that's an actual list view. When you want to see a list view, I'll do that at the end. I'll just show you a typical list view. Then there's the action, custom and action track and its list view, and then the meeting track and its list view. Now the list views are actually printable documents, and also you can print a list view, and you can also print the meeting notes from the meeting tabs, as I showed the icons earlier in another video. The property listing in the separate videos, you showed the listing. Some of the things it did not show is in full information is the property showing portal and the list view for the property, which would show you the individual property items that are in the property listing. The data portal, we did go through and explain that, and the property offer was a tab that we went through on the property offer. Then there is a photo portal, which is the one that expands and shows you in larger view the actual photographs from the photo portal on the property screen. Then there's the property sales graph, which you just showed momentarily. Now, one of the things we didn't go into any depth, there is a listing that when you add the information for birthdays and anniversaries, there's a separate list for each one of these. So if you wanted to look at the specific date of the individual customers that may have either a birthday or an anniversary on a given day period, you would do a find to find in these list views who actually would have a birthday, say like in the next 7 days. That way you can get an idea who you might want to send a card out to, and the same thing goes for anniversaries. The property inspection screen we covered pretty much in detail, including the cover page and the form. The only thing we didn't show was the list view for the inspections and the property inspection report, which we'll cover in this video. We're going to cover these two when we go through. The client contact envelope. We take the information, so if you had to send out an envelope, like a number 10 envelope, you could have a pre-addressed and pre-addressed address and return address on an envelope, so you can send out an envelope based by printing it from this particular link. Then there's all the lists that we discussed about different lists that you can edit information as far as adding to the different screen information. If you have any questions about this information that I covered here before I leave and go to the inspection list view, you can always contact us through the support FAQ portion of the website. So let's go look at a list view. The list view is fairly straightforward. It's an individual record for the related contact from the related contact form for the inspection schedule list. And basically, if you want to see which places are actually being scheduled for an inspection, you would see all the dates, and if the inspection date is passed, then obviously it's been finalized, and the final date would be in here. It would be for the primary client, the property address, and the city, and then there would be either an escrow start date or an escrow close date, so that you can see that. And if you need to see the individual record, you would click on this and it would take you into that record so you could view that piece of information. Now this is in the contacts part of the customer screen where this is going to. You can jump right back to the inspection list by clicking over here. But before I leave there, I want to point something out. If your current inspection is being done and you're doing one, you can put the inspection date, put the number of dates you expect before the inspection is completed, and then this will automatically calculate the date of when the inspection is concluded. And then over here I talked about the print envelope. If you click this, it will take you to the print envelope screen, and you can see in this case you would already have your header information in here for your return address, and then there would be an actual thing, and if you had the whole address for the city, state, and so forth, that would be in this space here. To return from here, by the way, you can actually print from here. You can do the print setup and the print if you're on a computer. If you're on the iPad using FM Go, you can print from the app on FM Go through the print submenu, where you can pick up exactly what you're looking at on this screen, and it should go ahead and print the envelope as you see it. Let's go back to the property inspection. One of the things I said I was going to cover was the inspection report. Let's go in. This report looks very much similar to the last one, only this shows the inspection property company and the inspections that were done by that property inspection company, the dates, the location where they were done, and the basic information to allow you to know which one this was, who it was prepared for, when it was date presented, and who was it prepared for. And you can do a find using the do action to create a find and go out and find the individual records that you're looking for. If you want to go to the inspection portal, you would click this button to return to it, or you could use the main menu up here to go, or you can click on the inspection, and the inspection would take you back to the inspection screen. This is pretty much the navigation that you would be looking for as far as finding your way around the application. It's very quick to get around the application by using the app map, and also it's fairly simple to do this do action, because you have that on every screen in order to do a find or to show records or show all records. Now, one thing I want to go back and cover again is if you do a find, and I'm just repeating this so you remember, if you do a find and you get done with the find, make sure that when you're done with the things that you looked at as far as all the records, that you come up and you click the Show All button. And what that's going to do, it's going to return all the records that were not in the selection that you just made on a find back to the entire all made in selection. So all the records would be back. Because what happens if you go to a list view from this screen and the record was in a find mode, you're going to see that when you look at the list view, there's going to be records missing that were not part of the find. And another part of that, it's really nice, is that if you're doing a find in this screen and you get a collection of records, you can go to the list view and read those records instead of having to slide through the scroller to see the property. It's just a faster way of moving around. Thank you.